Why do people tailgate other drivers? I am friends with a tailgater and have ridden in their car often. They have no idea they're doing it. I suspect that's the most common reason. Multiple reasons. 1. Angry at you. 2. Want you to speed up. 3. Not paying attention. 4. Lead foot. Keep in mind, it doesn't make it right. You need to keep distance in order to avoid a collision. In most states, if you hit that trunk, it's your fault. This isn't an answer, but one time I had someone that was tailgating me, which I don't usually mind a ton, but they had way too bright headlights. Unclear if their high beams were on, but even if not, they were dangerously bright. So I slowed down to let them pass since it's severely distracting and it was a 2-lane road. I tried slowing down 20 miles per hour under the speed limit. Gradually, of course, cars passing in the other lane, and they absolutely refused to pass. I exited the highway and rejoined later. Not worth the frustration. My theory is that most people don't feel like they're going anywhere unless they're noticeably gaining on someone or passing someone. It's selfishness, lack of patience, lack of consideration for others. Leaving a safe gap between yourself and the car in front of you is good. Don't stop doing it because someone in the thread says you're lagging behind. You can go the same speed as others while maintaining a safe distance, and you won't lag behind. I do often have people merge into my lane in front of me, because I always seem to be the only person on the road that actually leaves an appropriate distance in front of them. I think a lot of people are just dumb and don't realize they're following so closely. Others are impatient and don't realize them racing around, changing lanes, and tailgating people when they're already going 10+ over is only going to get them to their destination mere seconds quicker. So to put it short, arrogance, ignorance, selfishness. People with the tolerance level of a toddler are usually behind the biggest or more expensive cars. That makes them more important than you. The problem is that they are the main character in life and you're in their way. They aren't going anywhere important, but it really bothers them to have to wait. Lately in my area, pretty much ever since the majority of COVID restrictions came off about a year ago, I've noticed everybody needs to go 80 miles an hour at minimum. I had to work through the whole pandemic at a work site, but I feel like so many people who work in offices that worked from home after they started going to work, they forgot to plan how long it took to get to work. I don't know what happened, but I feel like even in 65 speed zones, a majority of our area is 70, they need to go 80 or above. But then it rains a very tiny bit and they act like they've never seen rain on the road before. I constantly get tailgated, like really close, like I can't tap on my brakes cause they will hit me. Unamused most the time, I just move over like a normal person, but in super busy times I don't. They can suck it up, we're all going the same speed. For some reason this happens to me on small, single-lane highways. In the middle of nowhere, they can pass me, but decide to ride my ass instead. I don't use freeways, so the move to the slow lane comments don't hold any water. I had someone do it in town just yesterday cause I was going the speed limit, 35, and they passed me in a non-passing lane. And then when they got in front of me, proceeded to slow down to 15. WTF is wrong with people? Someone explain why this keeps happening. Are you in the passing lane when you shouldn't be? Pre-COVID, why did people pack together in line at a store when there's plenty of space and they're not going to the front any faster? Because at that moment they want to be at the front. They can't do it and get as close to the front as they can because what they actually want to do isn't possible. Honest answer. Because a driver's license is far too easy to get in many places. And the vast majority of people sitting in driver's seats are not drivers. Sure, they can make car go and make car stop, but they don't know where their wheels are, don't know how to corner with any efficiency, don't pay attention to lane position or vehicle spacing, and many other horrible habits. I mean, yeah, there are asshats out there who do it because they think that it'll make someone in front of them go faster. And it should not the opposite, if anything. And they don't understand risk assessment. For the most part, though, it is just people who don't know how to operate their vehicles properly. You can't eliminate it completely, but you can minimize it by always going 10 over the limit or whatever the true speed limit is. Namely the max speed that cops won't pull you over for in your area. Of course, this is only if you feel comfortable driving at that speed. The other thing is to use the passing lane only for passing and otherwise stay on the right. And of course, make sure you have your seatbelt on and that your airbags work. If someone hits you from behind, it will be their fault, so insurance will cover any costs and your premiums will not go up. So at least there's that. What is your definition of tailgating? From reading your comments, it sounds like you just don't like heavy traffic. What distance are you expecting to be followed in stop and go light to light traffic? What cranks my gears is when I leave a couple car lengths for safety's sake and some asshole feels the need to cut in there. Tailgating in single lane is not acceptable. But if you are going slowly in the fast lane, it's a sign you are being a selfish idiot. Some people are unaware they're tailgating. Some are in a rush. Maybe they're in the fast lane and they want the person they're tailgating to chance lanes. Other times they're assholes. I find it's because your car isn't big enough or American enough for some reason, but I find using washer fluid helps. Slow down and let them go around you. Barring assholes, cruising in the passing lane results in tailgating 99.99% of the time. Does this happen on the freeway? If so, are you camping in the left lane? Not using your cruise control and traveling at an inconsistent speed? As someone who used to do a ton of freeway driving for work, those are both extremely inconsiderate and frustrating behaviors.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.